Hello, Roxana. How are you?
Hi, I'm a little tired.
All right. Yeah, it's 9 a.m. in Peru.
Yes, but yesterday I have a party of company.
Past the pub?
Oh, what?
The past.
Yes,
I had.
I had a
What, an
party.
office party? Like an office party?
Yes, office party. In my case, I organized the party.
Try again.
In my case, I had organized.
Organizate isn't a word.
I'm
Organized.
organized.
Yeah, you organized the party. Great. And did you? Did you drink quite a lot? No.
No.
Oh,
No.
so you're just tired from.
Yes, I ran for seeing for other.
Sure. Okay. And what time did you finish?
Start at 1 p.m. and finish 9 p.m. But the people go at home, went home 10 p.m.
Okay. Look, let's start. It's terrible because you're tired and I'm a proactive teacher. So it's like a conflict. Okay, let's go. You ready? Good. So I read in a previous report that you have some issues with the pronunciation of the past. Right?
Yes.
So I want to quickly start by looking at something with you. Okay?
Okay.
So let me show you, we're talking about regular verbs, okay? We'll just quickly look at this. Give me 1 minute. So here we have the pronunciation. We have 3 pronunciations of ed, right? These 3 pronunciations are id. Tell me id.
Id.
D.
D.
But it's a very soft d, d, d. And
d. D.
Air. It's just a click. It's a click. There's no vocal sound. Exactly. This is a voice sound. We're talking about voice, using your voice. But we can talk about this in a minute. So why do we have these different pronunciations? It's strange, I know, but when we finish a word, it doesn't matter, adjective, noun, verb, with a T or a D, the pronunciation after T or D of id is id. Of ed is id. So for example, want, wanted, need, needed, expect, expected. Right? When we use these sounds, look at these sounds. These sounds here, there is no sound. It's all air. So after air, the ed is more air. So directly to that worked, kissed, finished, right? This is the most difficult, but these sounds, you use your voice. It is a vocal vibration. We have b, e, g, l, j, i, m. I'm vibrating the vocal cords. So after this is the most difficult one. It's just a very soft d, 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 d. So followed, loved, filled, right? Now, yes, you can try. You can try to remember, okay, T or D, id, air, sound, d, but it's difficult. The only way, or the best way to practice this is look for some text, something that you're interested in. I don't know what you're interested in. If you're interested in football, reading about football, right? With many verbs in the past tense. And then write, literally write above the words like this. Put a t, helped. write above all of the words in the past with ed the pronunciation of ed. Right? Bless you.
Thank you.
And then read out loud. Read out loud. It's the only way to correct your oral grammar. Your oral pronunciation is to use it and use it and use it until it comes out naturally. No?
Okay.
So yeah, literally find the text with many words with ed, write above those words the or ed, and then read out loud. Read out loud many times out loud. And then eventually it'll just be a natural progression for you.
Okay.
Do you want to, can you take a screenshot of this?
Yes, yeah.
Please.
Okay.
Perfect. But also, right now, you're making many mistakes with the simple past, right? So let me ask you questions in the simple past and you give me a very quick answer, okay? But a full answer. I ask you, where did you go yesterday? You say, I went, right? I say, what did you see yesterday? I saw, or if it's regular, where did you work yesterday? I worked downtown, right?
Okay.
But we'll do this quickly just before we begin the class, just to try to improve your simple past a little bit. So, what did you eat yesterday?
I eat.
The past of eat. Exactly. I ate
Pizza.
Perfect. What did you need this morning?
I needed a cup of coffee.
Exactly. I always need a cup of coffee in the morning. Let me think of regular verbs, right? Who did you kiss yesterday?
What do you?
Who did you kiss yesterday?
Who did you kiss?
Yes. Who did you kiss yesterday? You can invent. It doesn't need to be real.
I didn't
Kiss because it's with did. With did, the verb is in present.
Okay.
Did you go? Yes, I went. Did you go? No, I didn't go. It's present. But invent. Say yes. Say yes. Invent.
Yes, I kissed.
Kissed. Sorry. Kissed. Directly to the T, like this. Helped. Kissed.
I kissed with my husband.
I kissed without with, directly. I kissed my husband.
I kissed with my husband.
No with?
No, I kissed my husband.
Exactly. What time did you finish yesterday?
I finished.
It's here. Finish.
Finished. I finished
at
11 p.m.
Exactly. So this is how you practice, right? But really, you can understand, but it won't change your vocal grammar, right? Your vocal grammar, you must use it. You must use it and use it so it comes out naturally. So you can do this. Write many questions. Okay, first you practice by writing in the present because we did is a present. Where did you go? What did you see? Where did you walk? And then write all the answers. Okay, I walked in the park. And also you can write the t above walk. I walked in the park, and then read it. Read it out loud many times, and this will correct your reaction to things in the past, right? Good. So this is it. Let's continue with our class, right? So I understand that you are, where do I have it? You are here. You are on 8C now. In your previous class, sorry about this, 1 second. In your previous class, you saw this, right?
No, I start in unit 3.
Unit 3.
Yes.
K3, unit 8.
No.
Really?
Yes.
But the last time with me, where are you? The last time you had a class with me, where are you? I thought, you had a class with me this month, right?
Yes.
The last time, yeah, exactly. The last time we did unit 1, so it's strange that I had this. Sorry, give me 1 second, because this is the information I had on the student report. But no, don't worry, I will go into the student report. I have everything about you here for this month. So you had 8 classes this month. The last class, tutorial. The class before that, another tutorial. The class before that, you see here, I have unit 8, lesson B. This is wrong, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So the class before that, I don't have anything. The class before that, another tutorial. Okay.
Yes.
K3, unit 2A. This was the last one that they have recorded in the reports, right?
Yes.
So you're telling me with your student, with your teacher, the last unit you did was, well, let's have a look. We can have a look together. You're saying unit 3, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's find out exactly where you were. This is so annoying. It stops you from clicking things. Great. Let's have a look. Unit 3, improving lives. You remember this?
Yes.
You saw this with your teacher. Perfect. You saw, did you finish this page? Yeah, well, this is the introduction. Do you remember this?
No.
Okay, so you just started but you looked at this with your teacher, correct?
Okay, sí.
Yes? Okay. You're 100% sure.
What?
You are 100% sure that in the class you saw this page with your teacher.
In this class, not. In
In the last class.
In my.
Okay. Have you seen this?
Yes, in my on past Saturday.
Yes, last Saturday.
Last Saturday or Sunday, when I was studied.
Okay.
I saw this picture or this.
Okay, but I'm talking about in the class with the teacher. What was the last unit you did with the teacher in the class?
No, with the teacher, I review 2A.
Exactly. This is the last one. So we must continue with the virtual book with the teacher, right?
Okay.
So now we will do 2B, 2C, and then, yeah, the idea is that you work with the workbook, and then the ebook, we try to keep the same, but in the class, right?
Okay.
You must complete the units in the class. Perfect. Great. So we are on unit 2B. Let's have a look. Well, so in the last class with your teacher, you saw this. Yeah?
Yes.
Perfect. This is a nice unit. And you finished this page, right?
Yes.
Great. You finished all of this page. Perfect. Then we will continue with this.
Okay.
Great. So this is about trends in technology, discussing future trends. Read the timeline and give some examples of smart devices that you use. So let's have a look at the timeline. You can read for me. Read out loud, please. The internet.
The Internet of Things is made up of billions of smart devices. that use wireless technology to send information to one another and to us.
Yeah, exactly. In English, we say to one another, meaning to one thing to another. Yeah. And to us, this is pronounced devices.
Devices.
Yeah, generally, when we have an S after an S sound, because this is like an S sound disease, devices, kisses, boxes. Great. So in 1991.
Bird of the World Wide Web connect computers.
In 2006.
2 billion devices are connected to the internet.
2008.
More things connected to the internet than there are people.
Exactly. Remember, because it's a T or a D, it's not ed, it's ed, right? T or D, ed, connected.
Connected.
Perfect. We can continue to refer to that. Great. In 2012.
10% of cars are connected to the internet.
Perfect. Really? This is incredible. I didn't know this. In 2020.
19% of cars will be connected to the internet. There will be 200 billion internet connected things, around 26 smart objects for every human on Earth.
26 smart objects. I don't have 26 smart objects.
Yes.
But I have some, obviously. But we'll talk about this in a minute. And in the future.
The TV, the computer, the cellular.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about the computer. I have the computer. Really, my refrigerator can connect too.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe my washing machine too. Yeah. Refrigerator, washing machine, TV, obviously Bluetooth speakers.
Bluetooth, the watch.
Yes, smartwatches.
In my case, the balance.
The what? Sorry.
The when you put with weight.
This is connected to your smartwatch.
Yes.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't want to know. Because it's very difficult. You know, it's very difficult. Do you do exercise?
Yes, I do exercise.
Exactly. So this is not, it's very difficult to know because, and I'll tell you why, when you're going to the gym, you shouldn't really manage your weight too much because the muscle is heavier than fat. You know, and there's a difference because you know you have less fat, but you have more muscle. How do you make the calculation? How do you know? Maybe you have more muscle and you look and you think, oh, I'm getting fatter. But you're not, you have more muscle and less fat and a little less fat. So it's complicated. If you don't know the equation for calculating the percentage of body fat, which there is calculations, you know, your nutritionist or doctor can tell you what percentage of fat your body is. But if you don't know, it's very difficult to manage your weight if you're going to the gym, to understand if you are fatter or thinner or more muscle or less muscle, right?
In my case, my device
calculate
what is the fat and that also what is your weight, ideal weight.
Sure, but like I say the same. If you go to the gym and imagine you're a small guy with a lot of muscle, your device will say you're fat. You know, because it doesn't know how much muscle you have. It just sees your height and your weight.
Yes.
So it's complicated. Good. And in the future?
In the future, robots may be able to learn. To learn from one another and work in teams to solve problems. there may be a Facebook of thing, a platform for smart devices.
Yeah, maybe all of your smart devices connect and they find solutions. But also we're talking about AI, right? We're talking about artificial intelligence, which Facebook are working on, Google are working on. All of these big technological companies, they are developing artificial intelligence, which if you watch any sci-fi movies is very dangerous. Good, so listen to the conversation. What kind of device does the man want? What kind of device does he want? I don't remember if I shared, I don't know if I shared the audio. I think I forgot to click the audio device. Yeah. Here we go. There you go.
The Internet of Things.
Yeah.
The Internet of Things is made up of billions of smart devices that use wireless technology to send information to one another and to us. 1991.
This is the other part.
Birth of the World Wide Web.
Because it asked us a question before we saw what kind of guy. No, this is what we saw. Sorry, this is the audio from this one.
I want to get a smart bathroom scale. I think it'll help me lose weight.
How's it going to help?
A smart bathroom scale knows who the user is. It not only shows you your weight, but also things like the amount of fat in your body. Then it automatically sends the information to my smartphone through the internet.
And how are you going to use that information?
Well, with this information on my phone or computer, I'll be able to monitor how much fat I'm losing. I can also view graphs or charts showing my weight over the past few months, so I'll get an idea of my progress and overall health.
That sounds useful. So you can set your health goals on the app and track how you're doing?
Yeah, I think it'll be useful for seeing what types of exercise are better for achieving my goals. For example, I can record the date that I started doing yoga, and I'll be able to track how well it's helping me lose weight.
Okay, I'm going to get one too.
So it's funny because it's just what we were talking about, right?
Yes.
So what was he talking about? The man wants?
The man wants a bathroom scale.
Yes, but a smart bathroom scale. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, he wants a bathroom scale which is connected. But he said you can put the types of exercise that you are doing, which is interesting. So I suppose if you go running or if you do yoga,
yes,
it's going to be more accurate. But if you do bodybuilding, it's different. If you really are trying to increase your muscle, then yes, it's not accurate. You understand accurate?
No.
Accurate is a good word to learn. I'll give you the Spanish equivalent. We have let me write it here. Accurate means precise, but it's very commonly used. Accurate. If it's accurate, it's precise. It's correct. Also, so I could say, is the time on your watch accurate? Meaning, not only is it precise, is it correct? But a very common word. Correct. So I don't know how accurate it is if you're trying to build muscle. Good. So watch watch and study the language in the chart, talking about future trends. Read for me, please.
I don't think there will be flying cars anytime soon. Smart devices, smart devices in the home will become very popular over the next few years.
Years.
In 20 years, there won't be many people without smartphones.
I'm trying to think how I can help you with the pronunciation of Y. Because in Argentina, they don't have problems with the pronunciation of Y. But when you're translating, because of course in Argentina we have sha and we also have, but Y they pronounce the same way. You're saying like shears, but there is no sh. Just start with the open mouth, E. Start with an E sound, years. Really, it's just like E. Years. Exactly. But you're putting like an SH sound at the beginning. You're like saying shears. No. E. Ears. Exactly. Good. Continue. Streaming music.
Streaming music is going to become the most popular way of listening to music. Most home appliances are going to
appliances, because it's like the S sound at the end before S, like kisses, devices, appliances.
Okay. Most home appliances are going to be connected to the internet within 5 years.
Yes, remember the pronunciation of the, right? If it's before a vowel, it's the.
The internet.
Exactly. The book, the book, the room, but the office, the apple, the internet. So yeah, the pronunciation of the is different when it starts with a vowel. The internet within 5 years.
Okay.
Good.
Robots are becoming more common, but they aren't going to replace humans in all professions.
Okay, so analyzing this, why are these with will and why are these with going to? What's the difference? What's the difference here? I mean, we understand when we're talking about the future that will is your intention, it's not 100% sure. Going to is a plan. But predictions, this is a prediction. This is not, this is more predictions of using will and going to. So what is the difference? I gave you the difference.
Maybe is what is the accurate, the prediction?
What do you mean, a current prediction?
Yes.
What do you mean by current?
When you use will be, is 80%.
Okay.
The probably.
Probability.
Probability, and when you use is going to, the probability is.
The probability.
Probability is, I don't know, 98%, maybe. Also, is more.
You're correct in what you're saying. Yes, exactly. You're correct, but we don't need to put a percent. But we can say that will is a prediction that is not as sure as going to. You can try to put a percent, but forget a percent. Yes, going to is surer. We're more sure about things with going to than will. Exactly. It's like people in the future will have bigger heads. We don't know this. It's a strange prediction, but in the future, we are going to have problems with the environment, right? We're going to have more pollution.
Yes.
So this is the difference, really. Yes, will is just a basic prediction, and going to is something you're more sure about. Yeah, this is it. Great, perfect. So we don't need to see the summary, but we can have a quick look if you want. It's just saying virtual reality will be the next big thing. This is what we call scanning. We're not reading everything completely. We're just looking at little bits to have an idea. I'm certain she is going to be world famous. Certain. for sure, right? We're going to use technology more. These are things that they're sure. Machines are never going to be as creative as us. It's more, it's not necessarily sure. It's like conviction, right? In this case, it's your conviction. Yes, we use will to make predictions about the future that we are certain about. Huh? I'm sure machines will replace, well, if you use sure, but I think in the other way, right? We can also use going to make predictions about the future. The meaning is most cases is the same as using will or won't. Yeah, I mean, it depends on how you say it. We do use will in the future to be kind of sure, but we use expressions like that I'm sure, you know, I'm certain. But basically, it's what we said. Basically, going to is surer than will.
Okay.
Okay, good. So, and here, I think they're just going to read these sentences, right? We're just going to hear them. Or it's just, this is this chart.
I don't think there will be flying cars anytime soon.
Smart devices in the home will become very popular over the next few years.
In 20 years, there won't be many people without smartphones.
Streaming music is going to become the most popular way of listening to music.
Most home appliances are going to be connected to the internet within 5 years.
Robots are becoming more common, but they aren't going to replace humans in all professions.
It's funny, you know, in English, because in English, although, you know, technically the rule is that will is not as sure as going to, but people, I mean, this is how you must learn as a student. You should learn it like this, that will is not as sure as going to. But then you will hear people using both of them to say that, you know, that we're not going to have flying cars in the future, or no, we won't have flying cars in the future. And they're using it in the same way, right? So normal English speakers, they mix them both up. But but in reality, yes, going to is surer than will, and you should try to use it like that, okay?
Okay.
Great. So listen to the conversation in B again. How is the device going to help the man achieve his goals? Complete the sentences from the conversation. So you need to look for this bit of the dialogue, okay?
Okay.
If you like, we can just listen, and I will leave this here.
I want to get a smart bathroom scale. I think it'll help me lose weight.
How's it going to help?
A smart bathroom scale knows who the user is. It not only shows you your weight, but also things like the amount of fat in your body. Then it automatically sends the information to my smartphone through the internet.
And how are you going to use that information?
Well, with this information on my phone or computer, I'll be able to monitor how much fat I'm losing. I can also view graphs or charts showing my weight over the past few months, so I'll get an idea of my progress and overall health.
That sounds useful. So you can set your health goals on the app and track how you're doing?
Yeah, I think it'll be useful for seeing what types of exercise are better for achieving my goals. For example, I can record the date that I started doing yoga, and I'll be able to track how well it's helping me lose weight.
Okay, I'm going to get one too.
You good?
Yes. Only number 2, I don't.
Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Let's see how well we can do it. So number 1, I think.
Smart bath scale.
Sorry?
Smart but scale.
I think a smart but scale lose weight. Let's listen one more time, okay?
Okay.
I want to get a smart bathroom scale. I think it'll help me lose weight.
How's it going to help?
A smart bathroom scale knows who the user is. It not only shows you your weight, but also things like the amount of fat in your body. Then it automatically sends the information to my smartphone through the internet.
And how are you going to use that information?
Well, with this information on my phone or computer, I'll be able to monitor how much fat I'm losing. I can also view graphs or charts showing my weight over the past few months, so I'll get an idea of my progress and overall health.
That sounds useful. So you can set your health goals on the app and track how you're doing?
Yeah, I think it'll be useful for seeing what types of exercise are better for achieving my goals. For example, I can record the date that I started doing yoga, and I'll be able to track how well it's helping me lose weight.
Okay, I'm going to get one too.
Great. So do you think you have it now?
Okay, yes, the first is help me.
It is, but they're also using some of this. They're also using some of these will, etc. In this case, I'll tell you. But in the first case, it says it'll, like the it will, a contraction. It'll help. You're right, help, but help me. It'll help me lose weight. The second one?
Okay, is going be able.
It is, but the full sentence, we need a subject. We need a subject, a verb for every sentence in English, right? Every full sentence. Or independent clause. So the subject is I, future.
Will
Exactly. Contraction,
will be able.
Exactly. I'll be able. I'll be able. Preposition.
I will is
I'll be able to.
okay.
Exactly. I'm able to. Remember, the able is basically with to. Most of the time, able to. I think.
Will be useful.
Yes, but subject. What will be useful?
It.
Exactly. I think it'll be useful. Perfect. And finally?
I will
Yes.
will be able to.
Perfect. I'll be able to. Yeah, you should try to use the contractions. You know, generally in English, when you can use a contraction, you use it. You know, the main reason not to use the contraction is to put emphasis. For example, I'll never say I am a teacher. I say I'm a teacher. But if you say, no, you're not a teacher, I say, yes, I am a teacher, and I separate it for emphasis, right?
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with this sometimes, because sometimes in a natural way, if you don't use the contraction, it sounds like you're trying to emphasize. So if I say, I will be there, it makes it sound like I think you don't believe me. Do you understand? It's like saying, yes, I will be there.
Yes.
So in most cases, if you don't want to emphasize the point, it's better to try to use the contraction. Not I would like to see you, I'd like to see you. Not I have been there, I've been there. Right? So in most cases, if you can use the contraction, try to use the contractions. And don't say, it will help me. It sounds a bit strange. You know, they speak like this in this is like African English. They say, I will like to see you. They do. They say, I am working here for a long time. I am from Uganda. And in Uganda, they speak like this. They do. It's natural African English. They speak without the contractions. But in American English, British English, Australian English, they use the contractions if they don't want to put emphasis on it. I say, I'll be there. And you say, no, you won't be there. Yes, I will be there. And I separate the contraction just to put emphasis on that, right? Let's see what it says. It says correct. Perfect. So complete the information, highlight the correct words, then listen to your answers. Okay, let's choose. This is very long, this unit, right? Unfortunately, we haven't had an incredible amount of time to do, because the idea really in each class is to do 2 units, is to do like A and B and then B and C, but yeah, we still progressed a lot. So go ahead, tell me.
In that
Or to
20,
get a smart bathroom scale.
What?
I think it'll
I
help
didn't
me
press
lose weight.
anything. What is
How's it
playing?
going to help?
A
Where?
smart bathroom scale knows who the user is.
One started playing.
It not only shows you your
That's not
weight,
playing.
but also things
That's
like
not
the amount of
playing.
fat in your body.
What is
Then
playing?
it automatically sends the information to my smartphone through the
No.
internet.
And how are you going to use
No.
that information?
No.
Well, with this information
Ah,
on my
this one.
phone or
Crazy. I didn't click it. Good. Great. Select the correct answer. Whatever you think.
okay, in 21st century, we have already seen treated revolutions. The rise of broadband mobile, and the birth of social media.
Birth.
Experts predict that over the next five to 10 years, the next tech revolutions.
Yeah, we pronounce it tech because
Tech.
remember, technology is with TH, but we don't say technology. Tech.
Okay.
So this is tech. So tech revolution.
Revolutions is going to connect billion of devices to the
Pronunciation.
device
Yes, devices.
to the internet. This is called
This is called
lit.
It's not TOD. It's not air. It's a vocal sound, so directly to the D sound. So called. It's like this, because we have called, and because it is not TOD, the final word, it's an L. It's not an air. It's like directly to the D, so the pronunciation is more like this.
Called.
Exactly, called the vocal, not air. No,
Why? Because it's finished D.
Because the word finishes with an l. It finishes with an L. So the pronunciation of ED is just d. But you're saying called. There is no air. Called.
Okay.
Called. But like I say, it's practice. It's practice. So this is called.
It's called the Internet of Things, an entire network of devices that are able to talk one another. With this technology,
Tech.
technology
Mhm.
will be able to create smart devices that we can use in your everyday life, in our everyday life. Daniel Barros, technology forecast believe that
forecast is like prediction. It's like making predictions. Forecast.
Forecast believe that there are going to be many new interesting ways we can use this technology. The Internet of Things is going to change the way we work, play, and sleep life. Will be is very different by 2020.
Ah, you said will be is. Will be or is?
Will be.
Okay. Boom. Good job. Yeah. Excellent. We're not going to listen to this because, like I say, we have 2 minutes and I want to finish this unit. So, smart home system allows users to control electrical devices in their homes. Complete a sentence with your own ideas. So, read the sentence and put whatever word you think goes here.
Okay. Within the next a few years, where will
careful with the Y in years. Years, not shears. Years. Years. There will be
don't pay with credit cards.
Yeah, but you can't say there will be don't. Don't is telling somebody not is imperative. Don't do that. Don't touch that. Don't. There will be what? A noun. We need a noun. There will be. I don't know. There will be. Because this is there won't be. There won't be credit, and then a noun, credit card payments. You know, there won't be physical payments. So therefore, they will be. There will be completely. I don't know, touchless payments. I don't know. It's difficult to say. You know, without touch. Is what you're saying. It's difficult to say, but we need a noun. So I'll give you an example. Within the next few years, there will be only virtual banks.
Okay.
Or something like this. Good. Number 2.
I think fly cards are going to become popular in next 5 years.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, drone technology, because of the technology of drones, now they're using the same kind of technology with vehicles. It's a possibility. Sure, why not? Good. And by 2030 or 2030?
By 2030, will be probably be immigration is more popular in the world.
Sorry, there. By 2030, there will probably be
the immigration.
More immigration.
More immigration.
Yeah, where to?
Because in many countries, the governance are bad.
You think because you think that politicians are getting worse?
Yes.
And that more people in the future will try to escape the political situation in their countries.
Yes.
But then you need more countries who make it easier for people to emigrate to their countries, you know, and this is a difficult thing.
Yes. Another
Especially
crazy. Another.
exactly, but especially with war, you know, because of war, you know, countries kind of have a moral obligation to accept we call asylum seekers. I think in Spanish is asilo. I don't
Yeah.
remember, but people who leave because of war, it's asylum in English. Asylum seekers. And when you have many asylum seekers, why will they let you go to their country just because you don't like the political situation? You know, because there are more people traveling because they are in a dangerous situation. So I think they will get the priority. You
Yeah.
know. But I wish. For me, I suppose you think too, you know, the world should be open for everybody. You know, you should be able to go and travel and live wherever you want in the world, right?
Yes.
Sure. I like in Australia. In Australia, if you have a specific profession that they need in Australia, then you get a visa. Do you know this?
No.
Yeah, so you can go and look at the list of professions that they need in Australia. And maybe one of the professions is very easy to get, you know? Because I heard that they need, one of the professions is like hairdressers. One of the professions is bakers. You know, bakers, people who make bread and things. Like there isn't, so you look at the professions and maybe in 2 years you can get this profession and then you can get a visa to go and live in Australia because you have a profession that they need.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. All right, I must connect to my next class. It was a pleasure, and I'm sure I will see you in the future. Do what I said, right? Try to practice with your past pronunciation.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.